find yourself venturing into a world that is unfamiliar to you in every single way. All you have to your name is your wits and a broken phone that has no internet. But wait, you have the MidFall Podcast in your hands. Here you can listen to the tales of your three hosts, Luis, Josh, and Jared, as they venture through their own creative woes and whatnot. Get ready to be entertained through your wildest dreams as you conquer and face this new threatening world. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the MidFall Podcast. We are in episode 13. I'm your host for this week, Mr. Jared, and we also have our beautiful co-hosts, Mr. Louis and Mr. Yosh. How's everyone doing today?
I'm great.
Doing good. How's everybody else doing?
It's time for greatness.
Fine Tuesday noon.
Yes.
Enthusiasm. Loving it.
I mean, you advertised this episode to us as if it was going to be something really cool, so I'm actually kind of hyped about this.
Well, I hope you are, because it's going to be definitely a big one. And actually, it is going to be the only topic that we are going to be talking about today. But before we get into it, does anyone have any announcements before we start proper?
Yes, I do. A minimum announcement, very small, but just that I am starting the editing process of the second training arc video in the basketball zone. My goal is to use some footage of the past and then some current footage by going and playing basketball where I am currently in Brazil. So I think that'll be fun and look forward to that hopefully in the coming week or less, or maybe more, I'm not too sure. Depends on when I can go outside and record the video, to be honest. But yeah.
Nice,
Dope.
Nice. Mr. Louis, what you got?
I don't know. I've been streaming. That's it.
Streaming.
That's it.
Scheming.
Started streaming a little bit.
Let's give it some credit. The streams are pretty good. Like, I remember hopping in for a little bit, and Luis and our friend Cyrus, they're doing these streams together, and the vibes are really good. So if you want to check out our shorts, there's some clips there of the streams that they had. And I recommend checking out the cereal one. That one was funny. I like the cereal one the most. Dude, that one was so funny. Because then, like, I think Cyrus called you like a sociopath or something, Luis, or psychopath, because you eat your milk.
No, he asked. He's like, "Are you like one of those sociopaths that like, to eat their cereal, but after it gets into their milk?" And I'm like, well, "Yeah, you don't want a fucking soggy cereal. The fuck."
No, yeah, I'm actually the same way. Where like, right when I put the cereal in, I just start eating it. I don't want it to get too soggy.
But now this is the thing. I'll make sure the whole cereal gets milk in it. Like I'm not gonna, I want it crunchy slab, but still fucking wet. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, if you wanted the cereal dry, you would have just had it without milk.
Yeah, exactly. I would have gone into a fort with my bro Josh and then just fished out the Cocoa Puffs with my hand, watching fucking Drill Bit Taylor.
Hell yeah.
I wanted some dry ass cereal.
You would have turned the box upside down and grabbed the toy out of the bottom of the box and then flipped it right back up and tricked people. If you wanted to do that, you would have done that.
Exactly. You would have built a whole ass fort with a TV inside of it and
exactly. Double the blankets too. Make it a heavy fort, not a light one.
Double the blankets. And also the friend that helped you build that thing also left. Like right when you built.
Exactly.
No reason.
Mom had to pick him up.
Not even. He just left.
Yeah, what's up,
we never saw him again after that. But
the friend never existed, bro.
No, but go on, Jared. What do you have prepared for us today? Hopefully that got our spirits up a little bit higher. We need the energy for this episode.
Minus the cereal.
That is a very, very passionate topic for that live stream. So please go ahead and check that out on the MidFall page. But yes, without further ado, we are going to begin this episode proper. Now, before I start it up, I do want to preface everybody that I made sure that these guys started doing a little bit of a creative project a couple weeks prior to this specific episode, and I'm happy to say everyone's got their stuff, everyone's ready. So let me go ahead and introduce everything to y'all.
The year is 1476. A warlord known for his cruelty lays in a puddle of his own blood as his rival stands in glory along with the Ottoman Empire. His army was destroyed by the overwhelming force of his homeland of Wallachia. Became up for the taking. His body ripped into pieces and his head paraded all over Europe. However, his legacy would not end there. A powerful mage once helmed closest to the throne of the legend took this opportunity to revive their master. Through dark magic, his body would soon slowly reassemble, bone by bone, flesh by flesh, guts and veins tied back, the body together with his head slowly returning to the body with flesh and all. He has been revived. The Impaler has become the dreaded Dracula. The vampire would spread his influence throughout all of Europe through the shadows and alleyways until 200 years later that the voyage to the New World became possible, and such powers would have took over the new land if it not were for the natives. The year is 1700. In a small rural area of Nigeria, the Black Pumpkin King has requested the help of two powerful individuals to take the onslaught and defeat this monster once and for all.
If you guys haven't realized it yet, we are doing a D&D campaign, baby. The whole campaign that I have set up for y'all. Yeah. So,
Let's do it.
Before
I've never done this.
I know, that's the exciting part. Funny thing is, I've never done a campaign. This is my first ever campaign, so we're gonna see how everything goes. So, go ahead and introduce your characters for the audience.
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Luis, or me?
Go first. My character's J. Randall.
All right. My character, I did not tell Jared this. My character is serious, but it's also based on a history of jokes that we have in our friend group, mainly with our friend Cyrus that we mentioned earlier, who does the streams with Luis. But my character is named Killian Ratfell. Now, the reason why his last name is Ratfell is because he's a were-rat. He's actually not human anymore. He was cursed because when he was a kid, he would kill too many rats. And as an adult or young adult, the Rat King himself caught Killian trying to kill yet another rat and cursed him. Not like a werewolf, but like a were-rat. So imagine a werewolf, but with a rat. Now, Killian Ratfell, he has enhanced physical attributes, and he can chew through things as strong as metals. He can jump very high and leap far. Basically better than the peak human. He's much more strong and agile than a peak human. And so he has some moves. I don't know if Jared wants me to say them now or later.
Go on ahead, tell them your moves.
All right, so I believe you said 4 moves, and there's always everyone wants to do attacks, but I decided to make one of my moves be called Rat Sense. So with my Rat Senses, I can smell and perceive even those hidden around me and detect negative intentions. That's one of my moves called Rat Sense. The next is Rat Strike, and I can extend my claws and pierce into an enemy to essentially, kidnap them if I wanted to, and, if I leap away, that type of stuff. Basically, I can grab enemies and sink my claws into them. And then the third move is called Rat Whip, where I whip my tail, and it can have a chance at, dazing or confusing an enemy with an effect for about 5 or so seconds. And then the last move is the Rat Howl, where I squeak with such a high ferocity and frequency that enemy ears are pierced and a fear effect can be stacked on.
Oh, yeah. That's dope.
That's Killian Ratfell, the were-rat.
Nice. I'm interested to see how this character handles the adventure coming forward.
Hey, so werewolves are the enemy of vampires. I don't know about were-rats, but we'll see. We'll see how good enough they are against a vampire. That's actually so funny. The enemy's a vampire.
The main enemy is productivity.
Yeah.
Just joking. Yeah, that's dope. Killian Rapfel. That's dope. I got mine. What was his name again? I don't have to remember these details. Malachi the Miserable is his name now. Malachi the Miserable. So human, but he is cursed. He got cursed to essentially, basically, kind of like a werewolf type. Oh no! This is what it was. So essentially, the man's undead but dead. Whenever there's a full moon, if he gets into the moonlight, it's like Pirates of the Caribbean, where Barbosa, every time that they get into the light, you see that they're a skeleton or whatever. And every time that he dies, he actually has to come back from hell. Like, he was actually laid down to rest at one point, but every time that you do kill him, he has to, it's like Goku coming back from Snake Way. Like, there's a time that you got to do your deeds after you kill the man.
Yeah.
To go ahead and whatever. So basically, he's just a hardened freaking human. So bow and arrow, freaking swords, daggers and whatnot. But he is kind of I don't want to say mercenary, but he does a lot of stuff for himself, like by himself, unless he's in a group where he actually becomes more of the support. He's still on the front lines and everything, but he's more of like a scavenger / support. He does carry magic. The magic that he uses is more for healing, being support and whatnot, and also more magic to kind of like cloak himself into the darkness and aid in that stealth aspect. What was I gonna say? He has a fox bear companion with him at all times. He also has armor that allows him to blend into the shadows a lot more. So like if it's dark and stuff like that, he will just for sure blend into the darkness. And the dog has a collar made out of the same thing, so they can sneak around very well and phase through shadows and stuff like that, so you can go through walls. The moves that I got, one, like I said, it's he's a healer, so there is a possibility for healing, like completely, kind of like giving a sensu bean. But the thing is that it has like a recharge time of like, he can really only do it twice per battle. I'll say that. But the thing is, or let's say once per battle, let's make it a little less correct. But the thing is that when he's healing multiple people at once, it gets it gets weaker. So I can heal one person if they're like on death's door, and heal them once completely, but it takes, like I said, sometimes like a day to recharge. And if it's like two people, then I'll revive them, like I'll heal them back to 50% type thing. As well as that, the other move that I got is freaking just is in form of attacks, freaking just using the bows and the swords, and blah, 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 blah. And that's about it. Yeah. Oh, and also forgot about this. Another special ability that he has, he can actually look at artifacts, and if he touches an artifact and wishes to see its history, he can get like a detailed kind of flashback of the, like let's say he touches a ring or whatever, he gets visions of how, when the ring was created and the ring's life, so who it was passed down to, blah 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 and whatnot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just phasing through the shadows, goes back and look at history like that, and
that's sick. I like your character a lot. Your character has a lot of detail. I like that you put that much detail into it.
Yeah, thanks. I got the inspiration from my character, because I basically already had it. And if you want to look at how the man looks like, you look at the cover for Lost in the Hills, and if you want to see when he's dead, look at the cover of Armor of Nothing. And that is what Malachi the Miserable.
Oh, that makes sense. The miserable tag in his name basically comes from his curse.
Yeah, exactly.
I likes. All right, Jared, we're ready for whatever you're going to throw at us, hopefully.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, let's see here. So, before we begin the actual quest, do you want to know how much damage your attacks are going to do beforehand?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, we will start with Mr. Louis here. So, you have a maximum of 25 HP, and your bow is going to do about 5 damage. Your sword is going to do 6 damage. Your revolver is going to do 3 damage with a +1 damage each turn. Next, your pet, the kind of fox, bear, rabbit thing, is going to do
Fox
about...
bear, not rabbit.
my bad. It's going to do about 2 to 4 damage. It's just going to depend on a coin flip there. And your healing, since it's going to be once per turn, it's going to be about, let's see here, and it's going to be about 10 HP for that. Right. Mr. Killian Ratfell. You will
Yes.
also have a maximum HP of 25.
Okay.
Your rat strike is going to be 5 damage.
Bet.
Your rap whip is going to be doing 4 damage with the chance of confusion as well. And your rat howl is going to be doing 3 damage as well.
Nice.
Alright, now that we have the stage set and our heroes chosen, I shall now don the character of the Black Pumpkin King. Thank you, my brave travelers. I hired you here today to take down the monstrous Dracula and his many comrades in arms. They could be anywhere, anybody, anything that you see on your quest. Do you have any questions before you are sent off?
Yeah, are we getting paid for this, or are we gonna
Oh,
go
wow,
and
would you
rogue?
look at that? The ship has already arrived. Oh, that's so convenient. Okay, so where this is going to take you is it's going to take you over to Athens to start off, and then you're pretty much going to have to do, a quick little trip over to Wallachia. That would be about, let's see, about 19 days. 19
And
days.
this ship is it's a cruise, right? Like we get free dining and everything, right, Mr. King? From your grace?
Oh, you're a silly Billy. I love that. I love that about you. Okay, well, have fun. Have fun. You got a crew over here. They have maybe like a couple apples or something. So, have fun. Go ahead. So now you are escorted on a massive wooden ship with a sizable crew and, some amenities to it. None too grand. This ain't cruise and whatnot. What I have on my hand is a dice. Not any like your typical D&D dice. No, this is like your typical one, like a 1 through 6. If you get a 1 through 3, you pretty much just chill out the whole time, just hang out. Don't really get any gains, but if you get a 4 through 6, you actually get a random roll of a health increase as well as 2 damage to all your weapons. So, let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. Y'all got a 6. Let's go, baby.
It's that luck
Let's
boost
go.
from the fox bear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Size of a fox, strength of a bear. Continue.
Okay, so yeah, your new max HP is now at 31.
Holy crap.
And yeah, all your attacks are now an extra 2 damage.
And this is permanent?
This is permanent. This is permanent, baby.
You just leveled up.
You're going to be facing a lot of difficult challenges awaiting you. After many days, you arrive in Greece. The dockmaster meets you as you get off the boat.
Welcome, travelers, to the beautiful country of Greece. However, I wish you came at a better time. You see, we are in the midst of fighting off the Wallachian demons. They only come out at night, so it's best to prepare yourself in the day. Or, I don't give a shit, My wife's been super annoying, She always talking about, why can't you just get groceries? I'm like, honey, it's 9 p.m. at night. There are demons everywhere. Don't you understand? I could be turned into a blood-sucking vampire. Well, you finally be sucking on something. And I said, it's so annoying. Anyway, you got some options. You can either go ahead and just head straight towards Wallachia, or, you can check out everything, see the sights, all that crap.
What do you think, partner? Mr. Malachi, what do you think we should do?
The latter.
The ladder? Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so you stay the night over in Greece. You actually have a very lovely time. Get to check out the sights, check out some museums on the way there, even get to check out a coliseum or two. It was very lovely. Surprisingly, you don't see any vampires. It's kind of weird. It's kind of bizarre, even. But you decided not to really think about it too much. As tomorrow, you go on your quest to Wallachia. As you are walking out of the city, you realize, hey, we didn't get any supplies or anything like that. We only have what's on us. So you have the choice of going to the grocery or continue on your quest.
Can we check how much money we have on us?
You have $100.
$100, okay. Okay.
How much was it, did you say?
You have
$100.
$100.
I think we should go shopping real quick, just in case, because, where I can be hungry.
Where I can be hungry, yes. I don't eat, so yeah. I eat only for pleasure.
Alright, so you go ahead and decide to get some groceries. It's gonna cost about $40 right there. Pretty expensive for freaking $1,700. So now you are left with $60 to your names. On the way out, a little orphan child stops you in your tracks.
Nope.
Hey, sirs. It's been such a long time since I've had my last meal, and my parents are starving.
Is this nigga serious?
Please, may I ask $1?
Wait.
Help them.
No, I'm gonna activate my rat sense. I want to see if he has any negative intentions.
No, sir. I'm just trying to feed my parents. That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm sniffing.
Please.
The fucking guy, dude!
Pretty, please.
He's sniffing the boy!
I'm
It's just $1.
Mr. DM, what are his intentions?
I don't know. I'm just a narrator. You must decide if his intentions are pure or is it quietly malicious.
What are you talking about?
You know what? $1. Here you go, lad. Fuck out my face. Run along.
You hand the child the dollar, but in an instant, another kid swipes your wallet, stealing $40 from it.
Oh my god.
Do you choose to pursue or not?
I'm pursuing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You decide to pursue. You trail the child throughout the city till you reach an alleyway with 5 adults with knives. You meet the Athen ruffians. Each one has about 10 HP.
Damn, these kids are strong.
With a punch that does 1 damage, a kick that does 4 damage, and a knife strike that does 5 damage.
Okay.
How the fuck does my sword do 1 more strike? Whatever the fuck. You know what? Alright, continue.
So, what is your first attack?
Okay.
Well, are you...
You know what?
Quick question, Mr. Killian. Are you, do you turn at, any moment? Or are you,
No, I'm just constantly in this
You
state.
just look that way.
Yeah, I just look this way. I'm stuck this way until the Rat King forgives me, essentially. I'm glad the Pumpkin King didn't curse me, bro. If he cursed me, I would have been a pumpkin. Or maybe headless.
Yeah. For real, that's funny.
It's not a cool life, trust.
So, yeah, I'm using,
How far are they from us? Are they like fairly far, or like right in our face?
They're pretty much right in your face.
Oh, perfect. I have an idea.
Do it.
I want to use my rat howl. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use my rat howl because I want to scare them kids.
Oh, you use the rat howl. It hits all targets, leaving them at 7 HP.
Yeah.
But they stand strong, still ready to fight for that $40 that won't get them a lot.
I should have said that I have a bomb attached to one of my arrows. Yeah.
Okay, out of context, just Malachi going, yeah, I have a bomb.
You know?
That's something the Rat King told me before he
Can I
cursed
equip a
me.
fucking Molotov cocktail or some shit? Fucking Ruffians,
A
whatever
gold
the fuck.
bomb.
Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
god. Green flames, bro.
You
know what? You know what? Do you want to use a bomb?
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go up to one of those kids and I'm gonna use a fucking prominence burn, whatever the fuck, from what's it called, Ghost Rider. I'm gonna like you look into my eyes. I'm gonna make you see hell, dog. And then that'll get him away. That's what I'm doing. If I can. Can I?
But maybe I can help you.
Ma, I need an adult.
I am an adult.
The child is mildly uncomfortable that you are just staring at him in the middle of a fight.
Dude. Josh was sniffing kids and here I am.
Scaring the shit out of them.
Grab this kid by the fucking shoulders, staring him deep into
You
his
just
soul.
grab him, lift him up in the air, just suck out his soul.
Whoa, no, it's nothing about sucking.
Whoa, wait.
The child still gets very uncomfortable that you're watching him, so he goes in for a punch. Do you attack or take the hit?
Oh, I slipped that shit, hit him with a 2 right after.
Oh, you hit him right with a 2. Perfect. You drop 1 down to 5. However, the 4 remaining decide to attack. They all go in unison together as they hit a 3. One throws a kick right at Killian Ratfell, dropping his HP just ever so slightly down. Don't mind me. Bring a calculator. 27.
Damn. That kid did damage. He did more damage than I did to him.
For real.
These kids are strong.
They do not fuck around. They're orphan children. Orphan children are stronger than regular children. One of them also decides to attack and goes in for a punch at Mr. Malachite. Bring him down to just 30. Ow.
Dope.
What will he do?
I'm gonna take out my arrow.
Yeah, you should go
The bone
first.
arrow. You know what? My sword. They're right in front of me. I'm just gonna sword, swipe, whatever you want to call it.
You do a perfect sword swipe, taking out one of the kids. But there are still 3 remaining. What will you do,
took out 2.
Mr. Killian?
Don't feel nothing about that.
Okay. I
Really
want
harnessing your inner MJ there.
I want to hit the kid or kids, however many I can hit with this, with a rat whip with my tail.
Ooh, with a rat whip. You are only able to hit 1 of the kids, bringing his HP down to 3. However, choose between heads or tails.
Tails does not fail.
So that was a fucking lie.
Sometimes it does though.
Doing tails.
Ooh, heads.
God damn it.
So you do not get the confusion of the child, and he is ready to strike.
Yeah. Oh shit. Is this the kid that took the money from us?
Probably. They all look the same.
That boy ain't right.
I can't
God
tell.
damn.
One of them goes in for a punch, and Mr. Killian, dropping his HP down to 26. While the other child goes in for... Ooh. They go in for a knife strike. It hits Malachite, bringing his HP down to 25.
Yeah, not so good when your HP is low, is it, Malachi?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah.
I've been sitting at around that number. As if we could see our only health above us.
Right.
Well,
How many are left?
What?
Oh my god. Dude, this man Jared just made them double their echo in this shit.
There are 5 children, and you were only able to take out 1 so far.
Okay. I think we should. Okay, how much HP do they all have?
2 of them have 7, 1 of them has 3, and 1 of them has 5.
Okay, I think we should target either one together or target the higher or the lower ones. What do you think, Malachi?
Yes.
Which one do you think we should do? The lower ones? Okay, how many are lower again?
There's one at 3, and there's another one at 5.
Okay. I want to rat strike the one at 5.
Perfect hit. It goes down. Totally knocked out.
You little shit. I'll piss on your grave.
Little bugger.
Malachi will make sure you don't go to heaven. You will go to hell. You go through all the stages.
Down to this fucking 7 rings, bro.
You'll go down with him.
I'm gonna make a special room in hell for you, dog.
He'll verify next time he's dead.
Alright. Cool.
So, Mr. Malachi, what will you do?
And you know what? The next time I die, and if you're like almost like making your way up top or whatever, I'm gonna knock you back down. But what I'm doing, I'm gonna go ahead and use that arrow now, because the arrow is higher than the bow and arrow is higher than the sword, yeah? Or is it the other way around?
The sword is higher.
The sword is higher. Fuck, I'm using the sword again. Let's do it.
Say less. Say less. The fight continues and continues onward as it hits the streets. And now the Greek soldiers intervene, arresting you all, taking away your groceries and your weapons. You are now imprisoned. And a couple hours later, you are escorted to the Greek judge, where he gives you 3 options.
Now, I consider myself a very generous judge. I take my bribes as I see them. I make sure to purge anyone who questions my power. When it comes to children, I hate them. I hate them so much. I really despise children. But, that looks bad on the streets of Greece. So I'm gonna give you some options here. Option A, you get a flogging session. Option B, you take a 21-day imprisonment. Or option C, you join the Greek soldiers and become an Ottoman conscript.
Or a secret option D, where you escape at night.
Ooh. What do you think? What was the first
I'm not
option?
entirely sure.
A flogging session.
Can we define a flogging session, Ron?
Oh my god, no, fuck that. I'm dipping.
Alright, I'll take that option too. We're dipping at night. Cut through the metal in the cage.
Alright.
Sometimes you gotta entertain.
That's just whipping, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd rather
Yeah,
not.
that's why I'm like, nah, fuck that. Fucking what an erotic way to say that shit, dog.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Honestly, I was trying to catch y'all with that one.
No,
This episode's getting restricted.
I ain't no child.
Go to the judge, telling him, please, sir, please, we will take the imprisonment. Just don't hurt us. Don't hurt us. We are just typical passers around the way. He's like,
Yeah, I don't really give a shit. Alright, 21 days.
takes you to your cell, and soldiers leave for the night. However, you already have your plan ready. Mr. Killian swipes through the bars, easily cleaning them. Now you are getting ready for your escape. However, you still don't have your groceries, nor your weapons. And there are 2 guards that are there as well. How are you gonna get past them? Since Mr. Malachite is able to be a little sneakster right there, you get a higher chance. So, if I roll a 1 to 2, you will prove unsuccessful and barely get any of your weapons, as well as no supplies. If I get a 3 to 4, you are able to snag your weapons but you won't able to get your supplies. If you get 5 to 6, you will get both your weapons and supplies, and you'll get some new gear along the way, boosting your weapons by 2. But since Mr. Malachite here is a little sneakster, he'll be allowed to have a coin flip that he can use. So if I get a low score on it, he can just tell me, hey, let's do a coin flip. He tells me what side to go for, and if it's the side of his choosing, we roll the dice once again.
All right.
So let's do it. Let us begin. Let us begin.
We got this, Malachi.
You got it too.
So that was a fucking lie.
Do you want a coin flip?
Yeah. Let's do it.
What do you say? Heads or tails?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. You know what? Tails failed us last time, and I don't think it's going to fail us again.
Yeah.
So by that logic, I'm going to go with tails. My head told me heads, but...
You got tails.
Let's
You
go,
got
Eddie.
tails, my guy.
Let's go.
There you
Let's go, Killian. Let's go, Killian.
What the hell is even that?
Now let's see what fortune gives you now.
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
You got a 4. You
I'll
got a
take it.
4.
Killian will take it.
So Malachite is able to snag the weapons with considerable ease. However, when getting to the supplies, the soldiers realize that you are there. You both quickly escape with fierceness and get out of Greece before anyone can catch you. You are free from the city, and without your supplies, you are worried, but you decide to make it onward to the next city in your destination,
Skopje.
North Macedonia. It's gonna take about 9 days, so get ready. Get ready for all that.
In the 9 days, do we get our HP back?
Oh yes, you do get your HP back by the next day. So don't worry. After 2 days, it becomes very apparent that without food, you'll die in this journey. So you decide to hunt for some animals. Now, I give you guys a choice. You can either A, go fishing, B, take down a bear, C, did I not make an option C?
Nope.
Well, yes.
Does Malachi's fox bear also assist in battle, or is it just outside of battle?
It is mostly outside of battle, but he can call for his fox bear to attack his enemies. Well, I think I forgot to do an option C, so we'll have it as a mystery animal. So
Ooh,
what do
so it's
you
either
take?
bear or fish or mystery animal. I mean, I'm being honest. You got a fox bear. That dude should be able, or dudette should be able to grab a fish out of water naturally. I don't know. What do you think?
Naturally. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I think foxes also eat fish. I know bears do.
Yeah.
No.
So you decide to go for some fishing. Is that right?
You think so, Yish?
Yeah. Let's go fishing.
Let's do it.
So, after a couple of hours, you come across a flowing river with a boatload of salmon swimming by. You easily catch the fish. I mean, my god, you got like dozens of them. It's easy pickings. No other animals to bother you, nothing in your way. It's fantastic. But then suddenly, something's coming up the river. You don't understand what's coming to you, but it's something big and it's something strong. You can just tell. All of a sudden, a little whirlpool comes out from the water, and you realize that it's Aquaman from the Justice League.
What?
He wonders, what are you doing to his college alumni? And what do you do when you come across this type of situation? Do you A, fight Aquaman, B, put them back, or C, talk to the master of the water?
I think
Talk
we
to
need
the master
talk
of the
to him,
water.
bro. I think we need to talk to this guy.
Oh,
He's
God.
wrecked us. We are not immortal. I'm gonna get on my knees and literally put my head to the ground and say, Your Grace, I'm sorry.
So, you decide to talk to the Justice League member, and you plead to him, please, have some fish. You are starving travelers who have come far to not only be defeated by him, And also you tell him that, hey, so actually finds out Jason Momoa's not playing you anymore. He's playing Lobo. So if you let him have a fish, then, you know, you can hit up James Gunn real quick. And, you know,
we'll sign a petition. We'll sign a petition, and we'll get Jason Momoa back on here. Continue.
Exactly. You'll sign a petition. You'll make sure it gets to James Gunn. And you know what? I'll have a good conversation with him. Aquaman did not know this information. He freaks the fuck out and says, all right. You guys can have some of my friends, some of them, but
Continue.
you better get that petition set up. And you're like, okay.
Yes,
We understand you.
Now these little fuckers over here, Jimmy and Ron over here, you guys can take him, because they've been fucking just not answering my messages whenever I call them, and just, you know, they just been the worst on it. They've been slacking, all that shit. Go ahead and take whatever the fuck I just named. Get them out of my fucking face. That's what Aquaman said. Continue.
Exactly.
That's what Aquaman
exactly
said.
what he said. Verbatim.
Bullied me in college.
Verbatim.
So you decide to take the fish and then quickly scurry off into the wilderness. However, Aquaman takes a second and realizes, wait a minute, they were fucking with me. So now you have made an enemy of Aquaman. You won't have to fight him now, but there is a 25% chance when you're near any body of water, and I'm talking like actual natural water, not anything man-made here, that Aquaman can be summoned to fight.
Is it he summons himself or someone has to summon him?
He summons himself.
Oh my god. Okay.
But
It's a good thing
that is where we are going to end it here for this
That was fun.
episode of D&D Campaign. Oh, trust me, I got a real fun one that's right after that point, but I'm so happy you guys had a lot of fun with this one. Is there anything you want to say before we start closing it off?
Yes. I think we need to name this series MidFall something.
MidFall something.
MidFall
Tales.
MidFall Tales.
MidFall Dragon. Yeah.
Midfall Tales. Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Tales.
oh.
I like it.
Tales. Yeah. Midlandia.
Midlandia.
Midlandia. That's actually kind
That
of
was
fire.
fun.
That's
I'm definitely
fire.
down to do this more.
Yeah, it was dope.
Sick. I'm glad you guys had fun with this. I was worried about it. I tried to make it as consistent as possible, but looks like my worries are good. They are
Hell
good.
yeah.
So, if you like this episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on our different social media platforms for more episodes and announcements. If you haven't already, go check out Mr. Yoshi's training arc so you can stay caught up, as well as make sure to keep up with Mr. Louie and his live streams as well. Make sure to hit that notification so that you are notified of his good shit. And with that, that is the end of this episode. So we will see y'all next time.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, everybody.